Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a very good pass rush. The Eagles are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against the Giants' offensive line that wants to shut that down. Set for the call of this Week 8 matchup, let's bring in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So it'll be first down here after the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go. Green 39. All right, now look at 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Let's go. Over.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Ndamukong Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Watch it now, Marty.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Corey Coleman His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jameis now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to roam now. And now nothing but green ahead of him. A huge play there on the screen pass. 59 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. On third down, Winston. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it fourth down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit.
So this was a case of better safe than sorry. All the receivers were locked up, so he had to try and run for it, but he ended up having to slide short of the marker.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got time. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Here's Beckham. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the defense now for the Eagles.
When I see Sharif Floyd hit the field, I think of all the potential he has, and it's a lot of fun watching that come to the surface.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
To throw is Winston. He finds Beckham complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there. And it's third down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up. They come out here in the eye. Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
New York set to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go to the goalpost, sir.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
It's a 6-yard run. Leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. 3rd and short yardage. Went, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he pulls over him. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for 3rd down.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Jameis to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Time to step aside. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. Well, and now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll field this at the 5. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Eagles take possession. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's second down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A first down throw for Winston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 3rd down, Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's taken to the 26. They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And the Giants ready to come out now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And on the ground they go with a running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Backing up. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
For conventional football, Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The slot man in motion right. Time running out here on the play clock. To throw is Winston. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
He finds Beckham complete. A big gain of 31 on third down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Slot man moves right. So the D-line's going to spread out. Play clock winding down. Play fake. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take
Corey Coleman, 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Corey Coleman, 85 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But You've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it's up and good. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll run it here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game, really at the point of attack. The offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight end.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Their big-bodied receiver. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And welcome back. We are in the city. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before. Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go on the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Second down following the run.
No. Check. Patriots.
Toss play. This is Smallwood. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They run. Smallwood. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you do? Pile up.
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
We got 4. Let's go now. Move away.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action. Winston. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And that's incomplete. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
A second down throw for Winston. And he comes back with one complete. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. So they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And able to push as well. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And tough starting field position here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing, Winston. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Going right back to Smallwood. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Beckham, 79 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.